Okay, call the Bucksport Planning Board meeting to order for Tuesday, July 11th, 2023. Roll call.
George Hanson.
Here.
Terry Doty.
Here.
Jay DuRoss.
Here.
Crystal Harlan.
Here.
Michael Haydick.
Here.
Richard Peterson and Mark Nislusen could not be here tonight.
Item number 2, review and acceptance of meetings, April 4th and May 22nd. I understand due to a technical glitch, we did not get those. So we will table this and take it up at next month's meeting.
They should be in your email.
Chair's report, I have no report to give. Code Enforcement Officer's report.
Nothing that I can think of.
Unfinished business, we have none. New business, A, subdivision amendment, applicant Bucksport Historical Society, Bucksport Mill subdivision.
So, we've talked this to death, but the variance was approved by the appeals board to change the setbacks due to the fact that it was an existing building, and there was no other alternative. The way the variance was written, they're exempt from the setbacks on all sides, but the building can never be expanded beyond what it is now to make it more non-conforming. And if the building's ever removed, the setbacks go back to what they are supposed to be. So basically, it was just a safety thing to say, we did this for this specific building, for this specific use, and it's locked into that. So as long as that building stands there, it can continue to stand there.
Right.
Even if it's not a museum, it can be reused for something else, but you can't expand it. So,
Could become a high-rise. Same footprint.
Just keep going up, up, up. We could have a set of stairs or something.
What's that?
Like one big set of stairs.
Yeah.
so the new survey, they created a 5th lot on the existing subdivision. Butter notices were sent out. Obviously, no real concerns there. They already all knew about it. This has been coming for a long time, so that's it. We've got this basically minor change where they put this one lot line in here that this one right here that changes that so that they have their own land and their own building, so they can apply for grants and hopefully do what they want to do with this mill museum.
Good for them. There's nothing further more we need to do on that. We've done all we can do.
You have to approve this amendment and
Okay.
sign the drawing.
All right. A motion to approve that?
I'll make the motion to amend the previously approved subdivision plan.
Okay. Motion, anyone want a second?
I'll second it.
Motion and seconded. Any more discussion from the board? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Carried.
The drawings are over here by Lisa, and you guys can sign it after the meeting if you would.
Very good. Moving on.
Overtime, we'll have to get paid double.
Item B, site plan review. Applicant Michael Hawes, Blue Partners LLC, location 114 Heritage Park, map 3, lot 54-3.
So Mike Hawes is here with us tonight to present what he plans to do there. It's basically a big garage for his trucking business with office space attached. It's been fully engineered, the drawings we have. I believe you talked with the fire marshal's office, didn't you, about the separation?
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
going through the fire marshal now.
Yeah, it's in their hands right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
But pending that,
right.
and that's only because it's got the office space and the garage space combined,
Right.
so. I'll let you talk a little bit about what you're proposing to do.
Yeah, so we're gonna have offices, so we have a bunch of different companies, but that's gonna be a trucking garage, and then the front offices will be for Blue Partners, for the Halls Group also, which owns Silver Lake Estates, and then on the lot beside that, we're gonna be doing storage units, so we'll kinda run all the admin out of that building, so.
Hold on a minute, I've got a
I don't know
floor
if it
plan.
shows the
There it is.
offices, yeah.
Let's see here.
Is this another one of those double lots? Is this a double
Yeah,
lot?
well,
No.
it's a
this is
single,
on one
two
lot.
single
It is on
lots,
one.
two
Oh,
single lots,
okay.
cause it's gonna be two different uses, but.
Yeah, he has, this is lot 3.
Hmm.
He also owns lot 2, which
Oh.
is gonna be another project which will come to us at another time.
Right,
Okay.
So this is just lot 3 tonight.
right,
So this, you can see the garage is over here, these 4 bays, and then the office and stuff is over here.
yeah.
What's on the mezzanine? More
Upstairs,
offices?
nothing yet. The mezzanine, so we're just gonna have, because that's got 24-foot ceilings, so we didn't want 20-foot ceilings in our offices. It's just awkward.
So it's
So, yeah.
storage right now.
Storage, yeah, whatever, yeah. So we can, space we can use, put air compressors or whatever up there. So,
The wetland in the rear of the lot, is that proposed to be filled?
no,
Okay.
no.
Is there any, change in the grading, pre-construction or post-construction? Change in drainage from,
Yeah, we're gonna be making some of the drainage like halfway the front of the garage. Maybe that's gonna go toward the ditch line. We shouldn't be much watershed there, and then the back will go toward the forested buffer wetland or whatever it is. I don't even know if is it a forested wetland? Is that what that is? Yeah. So it'll go toward that,
Okay.
and then we'll do drains for the roof, and that we're gonna push that all toward the forested part right there too,
Okay.
right through
Go
there.
back here.
Yeah.
Does that drop off enough to daylight?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, yeah, so we're gonna do a loading dock in the back. So, yeah, it drops off pretty, it's actually a perfect lot, really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I looked for some elevations on that, but we didn't have any yet. We want
Building
some.
elevations?
Hmm?
Building elevations?
Oh, the land elevations?
Grade elevations?
Yeah, grades for,
I asked for 'em.
grades
Yeah.
for,
And Mike asked for 'em too.
Yeah.
kind of the biggest thing we've got in
Yeah,
that park.
we
is just
definitely
drainage
won't
and-
mess it up. We're gonna lift that building too, so it's gonna be out, it'll look a little bit weird, but once we get it filled, you know, we want everything to shed the right way, so.
So unfortunately, that whole division, I mean, is all kind of flat out there. Makes it hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one works out perfect for the garage, that's why I wanted on that one. Yeah, it should be good. We're making this building so it could be used for anything, say something happens to me and this building goes to someone else, we're running big water in there, you know, it's a 2-inch line, we're gonna run that right into the building. 3-phase power, everything, so, you know, that building will be around for a long time, and it could be anything, you know. We wanna make sure that it's a good building, so. I think it's
Could
just-
even be indoor pickleball courts.
It just might be.
You never know.
I gotta get it
Maybe we
shaped
can
up.
leave some space for that.
Right, well, you never know. So,
Alright.
A lot of the material we cover on, I mean, this is considered, I was in the level 2. When it's in the industrial park out there, it's kind of, you know, short circuits a lot of that. Because it's already kind of addressed as part of the purpose of that park.
Yeah.
But we try to make sure that at least the drainage works and
yeah,
those kind of things.
yeah, absolutely, yeah,
Lighting works and,
yeah,
I would suggest we just do the same thing we did like with Dave's, and when you get to that point, just have Luke
Yeah.
come out and,
yeah. We're not gonna cut any corners though. It's gonna
Yeah.
be pretty nice, very nice.
Is there a reason you couldn't get an update from them on that right now?
On the grades.
Yeah.
It's been don't know. You wanna answer that one?
I didn't mean to stump the panel, I was just curious, is it?
I don't know. I thought it would be on there.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be
Okay.
on there, but.
You know how they say if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say.
Wow. I mean, they,
Especially in a public forum.
you know, and I messed up too, so it's weird. So you need to have plans before you can go to the planning board.
Mhm.
But before you go to, you get plans, you have to order a building.
Yeah.
So I ordered a building so I could get my plans, okay? So $300,000 to get plans, okay? And not even without approval. So now I got my plans. So then I take it to an architect, and they said, you did this wrong. We want to build a building for you.
Yeah.
You know, so now they're dealing with my plans. So I've been kinda putting the cart before the horse to try to get to this point. And it's kinda backwards. It shouldn't be that way. It should be, get the approval for what you want to get the next step, then you go you order your building, get your plans. So it's kinda, it doesn't
Dave-
really
Dave had
work all the
same
time.
Issues with it's these metal buildings.
Yeah.
And they're so back ordered and they want all this money up front and they wanna know
Yeah.
what the building's gonna be and all this. And so in order for him to answer the questions that we have, and Dave had the same issue, they have to have already ordered and paid for the building.
Yeah.
Do you have the building?
Oh, yeah.
It's here?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
but you
No,
think
no,
about
it's not up
and ready
you
to
think
go.
about people that can't just go do that.
Yeah.
It stops them in their tracks,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, that might happen to Dave if he can't somehow figure out how to get some plans
Yeah.
before he has to dump a bunch of money and.
Mm.
He's
You know, see what I'm
approved.
saying? He's approved.
He's
So
approved, yeah.
but he didn't have plans.
He had plans.
Oh, he
He did
did?
the same thing. He had to pony up for
Oh, for the plans.
the plans and the building and stuff, yeah.
So he's ordered his building.
That's what he said.
I don't know where he got it. Well, maybe I should have used this guy. But it'll work out. So.
But with a pre-engineered building that's like this, I
Yeah.
mean, it's pretty much cut and dried as far as we're concerned,
Mhm.
because, you know, it's an engineered building.
It's an engineered building,
There's nothing
yeah.
there really.
Yeah, and then I had to use the
That we're gonna
architects
review.
to figure out for the fire, because that's a whole thing, and that's not covered in that engineering, you have to kinda make them work together
Because of the mixed use.
because of the mixed
Yeah.
use, yeah, so that was something I've learned, everything the hard way, everything.
You're gonna sprinkle the building, is that why you're
No.
bringing the 2-inch line from?
No, I don't wanna do that. But we're doing 2 layers of sheet rock, has to have a 2-hour burn right in the wall, 90-minute on doors.
Between the office space and the garage.
Yeah, and then I have to have a special sprayed sealant, some sort of fire coating, so I think I'm gonna do that. So,
It's never easy.
no, it isn't, which I want it to be right too. I
Right.
mean, and it's good to have all this paperwork, because then if we ever sold a building or something, then it
Yep.
shows that it's
Right.
right, it's right, so.
I'm good.
Anything else you wanna add?
I don't think so. You guys have any questions?
We have all these plans, and I throw one roll at this.
Did you ask if anyone on the board had a question?
Yeah,
I think there may be.
maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Did you find a concrete contractor yet?
Yeah. I'm hoping it will work in time, that's all. Cause the people from, they're putting it together from Oklahoma,
I don't know if he's
they
got
don't wanna
to,
work
I
in the
don't think
cold,
that
so
as far as electrical wise.
they give me a deadline, they're like, you've gotta have it done, I'm like,
That's all.
oh my god, so now
Sure.
yeah.
All kind of
Get my
building.
magic wand.
Yeah,
on
so
this.
now if I can get everybody to comply and, you know,
Yeah.
hit their
Exterior
dates,
lighting
we're
and
good.
parking lot lighting and all that.
If not,
That's not
I might be doing some
unless
concrete.
it's-
Buying
I don't think
forms.
there's anything on there for that. Or just exterior lighting. I didn't see anything
No.
on there.
I don't think I have any on
I
there.
don't think they've thought that far ahead yet.
No. We'll definitely have lights. They'll be good ones.
But again, it's an industrial site, so you don't really have to
Mm.
worry too much about offending people
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
lighting on your building.
Yeah, no, it'll be lit.
As long as it,
Yep.
you know, it's illuminated well enough for safety
Yeah, for sure.
purposes.
Yep. Yep.
policemen have to ride up there, you ought to be able to see what's going on or whatever.
Yeah.
They got spotlights.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the board?
Nope.
Put some electric car chargers in there.
I gotta talk to this guy about that.
It's your pleasure.
Well, I will entertain any motion that anyone on the board wishes to make, a yea or a nay.
I'll make the motion to approve the subdivision, it was subdivision, no.
No, that was
Plan
the last
approval.
one.
Right. Thank you. The-
Motion made to approve.
Approve the plan for Blue Partners.
Anyone second?
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Anybody on the board have any more discussion on it at all?
Should we put contingency like we did with Dave's, that they'll submit a grading plan for review by the code enforcement
Absolutely.
officer? I mean, you know, we would give you deference in looking at it, make sure it was up to speed.
So elevations, can it be as built? Like you just, I mean, we'll tell you where it's at. We're not gonna build a $500,000 building too low, I promise you. Probably more than $500,000.
What did we say with Dave's?
I think it was once he got his, like the site work done, then
Yeah.
you would go back before they get a building permit.
Right, so
Okay.
Dave's is strip land.
Okay.
Mine is, we've already filled, like
Oh,
it's
so
pretty much at grade now.
Okay, so it's a different scenario.
It's, yeah, I should have brought some pictures, but
Yeah, maybe we don't need
maybe
that.
I should know.
I mean, I'm trying to be consistent, but if
Right.
this is graded.
Yeah, I'm thinking along the same lines of you, but yeah, now that after what he's mentioned, it may not need to be.
Right,
It's graded.
so I'm okay dropping that contingency.
Okay. Motion and seconded to approve it. Any more discussion from the board?
Nope, I go
All those
move
in
to
favor?
approve.
Aye.
Those opposed? Carried.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Okay.
It's all because of his history with us, you see, that nice,
Oh, well,
ever-
thank you.
what is it,
Silver Lake Estates.
yeah,
Ah,
Silver Lake Estates.
Yeah,
how
that
nice
is
came
nice.
out.
Oh,
It
thank
is
you.
nice.
That is nice.
Thank you.
Too many buildings in there, though, I
Well,
liked
the
it when it was
buildings,
open better.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying that to someone, one of the first people in, I was like, boy, it looks so good without houses around it.
How many do you have up in there now?
There's, I think, we've got 4 lots left. I think they're all taken.
That's great. That is great.
44. And maybe one empty one, I think someone moved, I don't know. It might be one empty one, so.
How many lots in your second phase, or?
I'll get up here so they can hear.
So second phase, we may do something different, so you'll be seeing me again. We may do, like a villas, like a condos or something like that, just because the elevation of the land. I've learned, like, when I started Silver Lake Estates, it was really hilly, and I was like, this is beautiful.
Mhm.
And I was like, there's never been a manufactured home
Yeah.
place that's, usually it's like a field. There's a reason.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of land, a lot of flat area to put
Yeah.
these houses. So now we've made this hilly land, we made it flat. And if I had known, I'd have got a big D8 and just made it flat.
Yeah.
So I've lugged off a couple gravel pits to get it in, make it flat.
Yeah.
It's cost way too much.
Yeah.
But so I think if I do it on that hillside, because we bought the good property, and that will hopefully be part of that. We can come up by the the town garage, come up that way and have some houses on the hills there. So
Now, does that have views of the mountain?
yeah, it does.
No, it's gonna be pretty.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, yeah. So it'll look good. But that's gonna be a ways out. I'm gonna take a little break. I think get this done and and I gotta tune up. We gotta do some lawns and make it look really good. And we got another layer of hot top going down there because we beat up the road pretty bad. So there's still a lot of work even when the houses are all in.
Well, it looks good in there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got great water too, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Good.
So we'll run that water up to that new phase.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got lucky. So the town's been good to us. So,
Good.
thank you.
Good.
Good, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to item 7, administrative business, we have none. Item 8, limited public forum, an opportunity for the public to address the board on matters related to land use or planning in the town of Bucksport. You're the audience, Steve. Is anything you care to speak about?
Oh, well,
Yeah, I had to ask.
yeah, you had to ask. All right, my name's Steven St. Peter. I'm the owner of Electric Solar for Bucksport, Maine. Google Street View has been updated as of May and June of this year. So if anybody wants to look at Bucksport to see how nice of a town we got, you'll be able to see Town Farm Road, Silver Lake, everything's been updated. So if anybody out there in TV land is interested in coming to Bucksport to live here, to raise their kids, to do a whole bunch of things, even charge your car. I had to do it, Luke. Yeah, I mean, you guys will see that we're a great coastal town. I'd rather live here than Bangor or Boston, so just thought I'd throw that out there.
Thank
you.
Yep, not a problem.
Seeing no one else, item 9. Any discussion on anything?
Typical,
How's the mill coming?
Yeah,
and
Whole
the
Oceans.
hotel and
Yeah.
Which is not
The
here.
hotel is back up, I see, for sale.
There were 2 buyers for the hotel, motel, whatever you wanna call it. And it was kinda interesting, is they both had contracts at the same time, which shouldn't physically be possible, but,
Or one buying one side and one buying the other?
no.
Oh.
So, one of them is out of the picture now, and the other one is moving forward, and they're pretty serious, and they seem like legit buyers, but we'll have to wait and see if the owner works with them and stuff, but I mean, supposedly they've agreed to a price and have a contract, and so we'll just have to wait and see.
Still active online, but, you know.
It is, okay.
I saw
And
some windows they got some
There
AC.
was some serious vandalism.
Some new heat and AC installed.
Okay.
Sort of.
Most of the windows especially on the back side, they're all gone. Many of the doors were kicked in. They took items from inside the rooms and threw them out through the windows. Anything that wasn't bolted down inside was broken or destroyed.
It's horrible.
Police are investigating. They've got a lot of evidence. So whoever did it, it's just a matter of time. So there's been a lot of other vandalism around town in the last few weeks, and they think they're connected. So we'll have to wait and see.
tombstones in the cemetery.
Geez, there are other towns and cities that are having a big problem. Rockland right now is having a huge problem with that.
They destroyed a porta potty out at the Silver Lake boat launch.
Yeah.
They broke the bathroom down at the Veterans Memorial, kicked the pipes and broke
Yes.
those.
Same
They
thing.
spray painted stuff at the playgrounds
gonna
and
say
different
Ann's.
places and stuff, really crude stuff. And
What happened to Port Potty at Silver Lake?
they vandalized it, spray painted all over it, ruined it, and the company says we have to replace it, so
I know it's
it's $800.
closed for a while there after responded to the call there.
Yeah. So, yes, vandalism is an issue.
Terrible.
Whole Oceans is, nothing new's happening. There's, Sue talked with them, I guess, last week. There's nothing substantial to report from that. They're doing something different with their water rights. They had some type of deeded control or access to the water from Silver Lake and Alamoosic and Toddy, and they were responsible for the dams in association with that, and they didn't want to deal with that, so they reverted it back to AIM. So
Reverted back where?
to AIM or Bucksport Mill LLC or whatever name they're going by now, but
Yeah.
AIM essentially. And
We must be closing in on the 5-year.
Yes. I know.
September of 19 was when we issued the permit approval.
That's getting close.
And we're coming up on 4 years here
Yep.
this September, so,
Wow.
Wow.
so we'll still see.
Well, hopefully
I
they
don't know.
start
They
doing some stuff there and
Sue said that they still are saying that they're gonna move forward and that
Well, I hope
their
so.
plans are to go forward, so I don't know. I know there's a lot of people out there in TV land, as you say, that think that I'm withholding information or I know what I honestly know no more than you do.
Yeah.
Except for what I just told you, which I just learned that today, so yeah.
Is there any activity at their office? I know they moved their office. Is there any activity at all there?
I don't have any reason to go into that building
Yeah.
typically, so I don't know if there's somebody reporting in, cause they rented space at Maine Maritime.
Yeah. I didn't know.
But I don't know if they're going in and using it, or I have no knowledge of that, so they may or may not, I don't know.
Well, let's hope there's some movement there.
Yeah.
Mm.
At least for all of us, let's hope that there is.
I know the fire marshals also rented space in that building, and they're active in there, they're using their space, so.
What about the, empty town lot, did that, sell?
27 Main,
Yeah.
yeah, I think town sold that for $1 to a developer who, is supposed to be putting in, I believe it's 4 duplexes and 2 commercial buildings. And, that'll have to come to us, or you, obviously, but they're in the design phases of that. I wouldn't think it would be too long, cause they had said that they hoped to move quick. That the
Right.
houses, that the 4 duplexes were gonna be built, as modulars at a facility here in, I think it was in Western Maine, was that, do you remember? I think it was a facility in Maine, but it might be out of state.
I think it's in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
But they've worked with them, whatever
Yeah.
that company is, they've worked with them before for condos or duplexes that they built in, Trenton and Ellsworth, so,
They're working with another engineer right now to try to get more in there than what they
which would
originally
be
had
great.
thought.
If they can do more, that'd be great, so, yeah.
I have a question. Is there any interest in behind Family Dollar?
There has been some interest, from interest is there's been people asking questions and stuff. I think the price has scared some people off. He wants a pretty good chunk for it, although the way the market's going, the price is looking better every day.
Yeah, yeah.
So, there's nothing close to closing or anything like that I'm aware of, so.
Okay, because I've been
but-
talking to a few people that might be interested in those lots
Yeah.
of land, so.
Anytime somebody comes to town and asks questions, we talk about those lots, we talk about, the Mercer lot, which isn't technically for sale, but Wendy Carpenter says that she wants to sell it. And it's all cleaned up now, so,
It is
It
looking good.
looks so good.
so we'd love to
It
see,
does.
a developer do something there. Larry Wall has that property that, is parallel to Nicholson Avenue. That's a pretty good sized lot,
Mhm.
so we tell we tell them about all the different parcels that are around. There's a couple on Route 1, they're not huge, but depending on what they wanna do, that might work, and so we keep pushing them. Hopefully
That's all we can do, Lou.
stuff happens,
That's all we can do, yeah.
so. And there's,
Donovan Lane, I think that land's still for sale.
yeah, haven't heard much. That's a little more limited as far as what kind of commercial stuff could go out there. That's more of a housing, could be housing. And then obviously the coal pocket is always something that we're pushing too, so.
I was quite surprised to see that new house right on the corner by the stop sign.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah,
That
looks
looks
really good.
nice.
Yeah, it
That
I
does.
looked at it.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Mike-
the same guy that did the subdivision up on,
Osborne.
yeah, that
Yeah,
came here,
Mike.
we did the subdivision for the houses, we were talking about underground power for, and that's
Yeah.
the same guy that's
Oh.
building that.
I hear that they wanna put solar panels on that house, from what I heard anyway,
Oh.
and an EV charger, so.
Cool.
from what I heard.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be like apartments, or is it
It's
just
just a single family. Yeah, they wanted to do multifamily at one time, but the lot is so small
Yeah.
that they were limited to, they could have done a duplex. But,
Shape of the structure is rather interesting.
yeah, it's very modern and, but it's cool. Everybody loves it from
Yeah.
It's
everything
moving
I've heard,
quickly.
so.
It's going up pretty quickly.
I
They-
was quite surprised though when I finally stopped there one day and I looked up
Yeah.
and it was just building.
They've been working hard, working steady.
Yeah,
that's
they
that's
have.
good.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that land was big enough to put a place on, but they're pretty close.
Yeah, they're also doing that Cunningham house out on 46.
Yep.
And that's quite a project that they're
It is, they're doing a
undertaking
lot of
too.
stonework up there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of stonework.
So if you have a chance to drive out there, that's worth taking a peek at too. And it sounds like some of you guys haven't looked at this industrial park in a while. You should drive out through there and look. It's pretty impressive, some of the stuff that's gone in.
Yep.
And there'll be more coming, so.
Yeah.
I've taken a couple of rides out that way, cause I've been trying to find that road that everybody wanted to, you know, get rid of the easement on, with the Gully Road. I
Oh,
still
up
haven't,
there.
I still haven't seen it.
You
Oh.
have it.
Oh, it's right beside Jim's house, yeah.
Is it right beside his house? So it's
Yeah.
like his driveway there. Maybe
I
that's
can
why
show you on here, you wanna see? I can show you where it is. We're not gonna discuss the topic, we're just gonna look at it. Hold on one second. You go out,
Bucks Mill.
yeah, go out Bucks Mills, and so this right here is Jim's house. Can you see that? Okay, it's a lot bigger up there. And this is this drive here, it goes down through. You can't really tell because of the trees, but it goes down through and goes out and goes down over this hill here. And that old Hueytown Cemetery is what this square is right here. And you can't really see it in the satellite photo, but there are stones there and everything. You can see them. I've been out there. It's been a while, but I've been out there. So,
Are there some residences in there too, or?
so really this had all grown up. You couldn't even get through here unless you were on a four-wheeler until somebody went down through and opened it all up and changed things. But so the houses, if you go all the way down through that, there's a road that turns and goes down through this. This was caused by beavers, this bog area here. And then you go down and the Gristmill Road comes through here, and there's a house on this lot. There's a house being built on this lot, a house here, and then Don owns this big chunk of land here that he is proposing to do some things with. So, and then this road continues out and goes up around to the Matthews own that, and they have a piece of property down here where the dam used to be. Well, actually, where the grist mill was years way before me. So, yeah. If you really want to see what it's all about, you should drive out Jacobuck and keep going straight, and you'll eventually come out by Jim. But I warn you that you need your truck, and you're going to be going about 5 miles an hour.
It's called Gully for a reason. I was through there.
When I was a kid, it
long
was a
time ago.
four-wheeler trail.
Yeah.
I don't.
It really basically is.
I used to hunt out there years ago,
Yeah.
but then there were some big fields and things in that area.
Yeah, the people claiming that they, that's like access for them, and if they can't go down Jacobuck or something, it's just silly. You'd never get a fire truck through that.
No.
So, in any case, that's where it is.
Very good. Absolutely anything else? Item 10,
So
adjournment. Meeting adjourned.